Hi, it's Elder. Last week I compared 11 and 13-inch iPad, and this week I want to tackle another popular question. Can an iPad replace a laptop? There are thousands of videos about this, and they all end the same way. It depends, and that's always been true. The iPad has been replacing laptops for some people ever since Steve Jobs introduced the first one in 2010. And if your laptop use was mostly email, browsing, watching videos, and some light work, the iPad was already enough back then. My parents are a good example. They have been iPad only for almost 15 years and they never felt limited. At the same time, there are people for whom an iPad will never replace a laptop. And that's not a failure of the iPad, it simply comes down to how you work. So instead of focusing on specs, benchmarks, and hype, I want to talk about the real fundamental differences between using a MacBook and using an iPad, the things that actually decide whether switching makes sense for you. This is the biggest philosophical difference. On a MacBook, macOS is kind of open. You can install apps from anywhere, download tools from the web, run scripts, and use software Apple would never allow on the App Store. iPadOS is more controlled. Apps come only from the App Store, which means a safer, more curated experience, but also a fewer options. So if you are a developer or power user or just somebody who likes to customize your workflow, the MacBook is still a better choice for you. For everyday apps, creative tools, and modern workflows, the iPad ecosystem is extremely polished, just a little bit more limited. This also affects how you work these files because iPadOS is designed around apps and permissions, while macOS gives you unrestricted access to the system. A MacBook can connect to multiple external displays and treat them as one flexible workspace. The iPad supports external displays too, but it's still limited to a single extended display and the experience isn't as fluid as on macOS. So if your daily workflow relies on having two or more external displays, iPad cannot replace your laptop. But if you're mostly using the built-in screen or occasionally connect one display, which is basically what I do, the iPad is actually a good option for you. This is where iPad really shines. With the Magic Keyboard, it feels like a laptop. But on top of that, you also get multi-touch input and Apple Pencil for things like drawing or note-taking. And the MacBook, of course, is great for pure typing and traditional workflows, but iPad easily wins on versatility, especially if your work mixes typing, thinking, drawing, or maybe reviewing some documents. Even a few years ago, battery life was a clear win for the iPad, but now it's actually a clear win for the MacBook. Because the latest models, this Apple Silicon, offer excellent battery life, twice as long as the best iPad. And for many people, they easily last a full workday or more, and they do it very consistently. The iPad still has a good battery life, but it's not even close to the MacBook level, especially during sustained and heavier work. Safari and other browsers on iPadOS sometimes still feel like mobile browsers. Some complex web apps like Figma or Squarespace don't work perfectly. They do work, but it takes a second or two longer to apply some simple action, or you might need to click a button a few times instead of just once because the click did not register the first time. It reminds me a little bit of switching from Windows to Mac about 20 years ago when I needed to check if the tools I use or websites I use are compatible with the macOS Tiger back at the time. So for me, iPad replaces a MacBook 90 to 95% of the time. And the remaining 5 to 10% is when I switch to a MacBook for a specific web app or some edge cases where iPadOS still gets in the way. Because, like I said before, I always use the best tool for the job. And honestly, for my life, these three full time jobs, two small kids, no desk or office, and always moving, the iPad is the best tool for the majority of the work I do. And it is not just a replacement for the laptop, it actually feels like an upgrade. And I think that's the truth. Some people could replace their laptop with an iPad many years ago, and some will never be able to do so, no matter how powerful or capable the iPad becomes. So let me know in the comments, has the iPad replaced your laptop? And if not, what's holding it back? Thanks for watching, and I will see you next week.